right. Good afternoon and good day. Good morning, everyone. You are welcome back to my channel. This is Tutor Parchment. So we produce educative content for students preparing for any kind of exams. So in this series, we are treating some GCSE past paper, and we adopted this approach to drive in some knowledge in some of the topic areas. So, if you have yet to subscribe to this channel, do well to do that. You can also recommend the channel to as many as your friends as possible. So if you're a parent and you come across this channel, try as much as possible to encourage your children to watch some of these contents. They will make them far better. Okay, so what are we looking at today? So we are looking at uh, a particular question, GCSE. Okay, so if you look at this, we have um, a diagram. This is under circle theorem. So there's a diagram here. If you look at this very well, you see a circle, and it has a tangent, right? So there's a tangent here. You can see a tangent around here. So it has so we have this is diameter AC. So let's go through the question. So the question says, in the diagram, A, B, and C are points on the circle center hole. So angle BCE is 63 degree. So FE is a tangent to the circle at point C, right? So the question is this. So calculate the size of angle ACB. So you want to calculate the size of angle ACB. So give reasons for your answer. Okay, so you have to give a reason for your answer. So how do we do this? Okay, so the second question says calculate the size of angle BAC. Give reasons for your answer. So let's look at the first question. So what are they given? So we're given angle BCE. So BCE is given, and this is BCE. You can see BCE here. BCE, this is the angle, and it's 63. So you have to find this angle. So this angle is the unknown angle. So how do you find this unknown angle? Because that is angle ACB. ACB. So you need to get yourself familiar with circle theorem. So questions on circle geometry, circle theorem are very simple in as much as you are very conversant with some of these theorems. So how do you solve this particular question? So let's switch into the board and see how we can solve this question. Okay, so we're given angle AC, we're given angle BCE. So we're given given. So we have we're given BCE. So we have BCE. So BCE is given to be 63 degrees. So we have to find angle. So we have to calculate angle ACB. So ACB. So how do you calculate ACB? So one of the theorems that you use in circle geometry, one of the theorems says that if you look at what you're given here, so you are given there's a tangent, and this is a diameter, and if this is a diameter, AC is a diameter. How do I know? A diameter is a chord that divides the circle into two, right? So, and that shows OC. OC is what? Is radius. OC is radius, and FE is tangent to this circle. So there's a theorem of a circle that says that the angle between angle between the tangent and the radius of a circle is 90 degrees. So if you use this theorem, we know that that shows that angle OCE is 90 degrees. So we can say that if OCE is 90 degrees. So if OC is 90 degrees, you know that OCE plus is equal to BCE plus the one you are looking for, which is ACB. So that shows that you have 90 degrees is equal to 63 degrees plus ACB. So from here, you can say that your ACB is equal to what? 90 degrees minus 63 degrees. So this will give you 27 degrees. So ACB, which is question 1, this is question 1. So ACB, from this here, what's the reason? The reason is that the angle between the tangent and the radius of a circle is 90 degrees. So it's no more than that. So this is a tangent. You know, your tangent is FE. So, and then it's tangent at the point C to the circle. So, and you know that the angle between the radius and the tangent, which is OCE, is 90 degrees. So if that is 90 degrees, you can easily calculate your ACB just like the way we calculated it. And that, what did we get? So we calculated our ACB to be 90 degrees minus 63 degrees. And that will give you 27 degrees. Okay? Is that okay? All right, so let's quickly go to the second question. Question 2. So how do we solve question 2? So if you look at question 2, um, you were asked to find um, the size of angle BAC. BAC. So I'll give reason. BAC. So you need to first identify BAC. This is B, BAC. So this is the angle. This is the angle. So you don't know this angle. So how do you find BAC? So there are two ways you can do this. So we're going to use two methods to do this. One of the theorems, so one of the reasons why question on circle theorem are very simple is because the moment you are conversant with the theorem, within 30 seconds, you are done. You can easily solve it. So looking at this, there's a theorem that says that the angle that lies between a tangent, that is this angle, and a chord is equal to the angle subtended. This is a chord. BC is a chord, right? BC is a chord. So, and if you are considering this chord BC, this will be your minor. This will be your minor, um, minor, minor segment, and the rest of the place will be your major segment. Major segment. So if you are considering chord BC, right? So the theorem says that the angle between a tangent and a chord is the same, is equal to the angle that the same chord, right? That the same chord is that the angle that is subtended by the same chord in the opposite or alternate segment. So using that theorem, we can say that A BSc is also 63 degrees. So we can say that that A BCE 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 is equal to A BAC. BAC is equal to BAC, and this is equal to 63 degrees. What is the reason for this? You can say that angle subtended, angle between, let me quickly clean this up. So angle between a chord, and clean it up. Oh, sorry. So angle between a chord, let me clean it up. Angle between a tangent and a chord is equal to the angle subtended by the same chord in the alternate segment. Alternate, sorry, in the alternate segment. Okay, so with this, what do you do in the alternate segment? So how do you do this? So you are given the reason that the angle between a tangent and a chord is equal to the angle subtended by the same chord in the alternate segment. So you can easily, so that's the reason. Another way you can do this, or so any of the method works. So if you look at this very well, you will discover that uh, ABC is 90 degree. So ABC is 90 degree because ABC is angle in a semicircle, right? So angle in a semicircle is another theorem. So you can say ABC is equal to 90 degree. Why? Angle in a semicircle. Semicircle. Right? So, and if ABC is 90 degree, so you already know ACB, and ACB is 27. We have calculated that. So now to calculate BAC, so BAC, right, will be 90 degree minus 27 degree. And this will give you 63 degree. So any of these two methods can be used to solve this particular question. So what have we done so far? So we're given this question. So your ability to solve this question lies on how consistent you are with this theorem. So you need to look at the theorem. There are like 8 circle theorems or more. So look at them, try to practice with them. So the more you practice with them, the more you can easily remember them and figure them out in any question. So you should know the difference between a minor chord, a minor segment, and a major segment. So you should know what a chord is. You should know what a diameter is. You should know what a radius is. A radius is a line from the center of the circle to any part of the circle. You should know what the tangent is. So that would equip you to solve this particular problem. So if you have any question you can drop it in the comment section, and that will be attended to. So thank you very much for your time. So do well to subscribe, like this video, and click the notification button for more subsequent video.